Hello, everybody out there. So, you might remember a tweet that Thomas made last year, which was regarding trying to guess what was coming out. It ended up being the Standard Size 2.0 sweaters, but Valerie guessed a theme park, and then Thomas was like, no, don't think that big. Well, you see, I kind of made a Standard Size theme park in a game called Planet Coaster, and it was a lot of fun. It took me a really long time to do, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I had a lot of fun designing other coasters, and I wanted to show it as appreciation because Standard Size just turned 3 years old yesterday, and I just wanted to say congratulations, it's 3 years, that's awesome. Everybody who works on the series deserves all the love and appreciation and all the recognition because they're so great. And I made this just because I think it's really fun, and also because I just wanted to show my appreciation for the series because I love it so much, and everyone who worked on it deserves the love. So, I made a roller coaster for each of the 6 sides that we know of as of right now, and I'm going to show you each of those and kind of explain what they mean, and then I'll show you whatever else I want to. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is Romans, and for Romans is what is called an intimate strata coaster, which means it's over 400 and less than 500, and it launches, which I feel like fits Roman because Roman's impulsiveness I feel like kind of correlates with the launch, and then I feel like Roman would want to have the tallest and fastest in the park, and he just really liked this ride overall, so yeah. So next up we have Logan, and for Logan I chose a B&M Giga, which means it's over 300 feet and less than 400 feet, so it's a little bit shorter than Roman's. But I chose this for Logan because B&M Gigas are pretty straightforward rides in terms of what they do, but they're really fun and fast, and they are really cool rides. So I feel like that fits for Logan because Logan is obviously cool, but it's a very straightforward, logical layout for a roller coaster, kind of what you'd expect, but they're really cool. So yeah, that's why I chose this for Logan. So next we have Remus's, and for Remus's, I did a 4D kind of spin ride because these are, for one, really unique, and we all know Remus is a real unique kind of kind of person, and also because they're crazy rides. They look like they shouldn't exist, and they're just weird. So that's why I picked that for him. And then also I just wanted to point out that I had these like little weird. I found these weird animatronic monsters in there, and I'm like, of course we got to put those in there. So I did. And then also there was a literal animatronic called like Rat, so I put that on there, down there. I'm gonna zoom in on this second, but yeah. So I put those in there, and yeah, so I chose this for him because it's just a weird, wacky, wild ride. So next up we have Patton, and for Patton I did what's called a B&M wing coaster because you are seated on the sides of the track, you're not actually on the track, and I feel like this fits for Patton because B&M wing coasters are generally considered to be very fun, enjoyable, kind of light rides. They're not super intense, but they're super fun and everybody loves them, so I feel like that works for Patton, and also because it's like you're flying like a bird, so I feel like he'd really like that. So yeah. So this is Virgil's, and for Virgil's I did an RMC hybrid, which means like the track is steel but the supports are wood. And I did this for Virgil because Virgil had like his original side to him and now his kind of new side to him, where at first he was always kind of like mean and rough on the inside, which is where the kind of wooden supports is what in my mind goes. And then the purple steel is kind of his more newer, smoother, happier, soft boy side that we all know and love. And also hybrids are one of the kind of best coaster models out there that a lot of people love. Like, a lot of people love hybrid coasters so much, which is why I feel like it's good. Finally, we have Deceit. For Deceit, I did just a classic wooden coaster because I feel like Deceit, with all of his roughness and interesting personality and wildness to him, that a wooden coaster would fit him well. But with this kind of wooden model is actually very smooth. Like, it's smoother than you'd think it is, which wooden coasters are usually rough, but this one is not. So I feel like that fits because it's kind of like contradictory, and Deceit has like really smooth talk, and this layout is also pretty wild, but it's smooth, so I feel like that kind of fits Deceit's kind of personality, and yeah. finally, I'm just going to show you a few of the other rides in the park. So this one here is called the Courtroom, obviously after Selflessness versus Selfishness. And yeah, that's just a little fun ride, just throwing it in there. And then this red one with the star thing, sun thing on the bottom is Thomas, because it's kind of in the middle and kind of represents the whole thing, and also the star with the whole Steven Universe kind of thing. I thought it kind of matched. So yeah, that's Thomas and the ride. And then over here, this green center with the red outside Ferris wheel is called Selena Micah Borska, because tomato, you know. And then over here, that is called Prinxiety. And then this racetrack is called Roman's Raceway, and it's a go-kart track, and it just looks really cool with the castle and everything with Prince Roman, you know. So we did that. And I think, yeah, so this one's called the Fandom because it's pretty wild, but it's also really smooth and fun. So that's why I did that for that one. And yeah, I think that's all of them. So I just really had a fun time with this project, and I hope you liked it. I'm sorry if there were frame rate issues, but happy 3rd anniversary, Sanders Sides. I love everyone. Goodbye.